Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Call of Duty World War II. That makes 2 straight World War II videos here on the channel, and it feels like 2017 all over again. The reason why I'm back here playing this game today is because, like a lot of you, I'm back playing World War II once again. I'm doing my daily orders, I'm doing my daily contracts, and basically, I'm preparing for that big update when Sledgehammer Games adds a bunch of new weapons to the World War II multiplayer. The trouble is, though, it's kind of difficult for me to complete my orders and my contracts. I'm able to do it, but it's actually way harder than it should be, and it's because there aren't enough people in my lobbies. It's hard to tell because it seems like there's a lot of action going on right now, but I'm actually playing 3v3 domination here on London Docks, and keep in mind, I'm not even playing in the standard domination playlist. I'm actually playing in the special double experience playlist that combines domination, hardpoint, and kill confirmed all together. Now, if you guys don't know what they've been doing in recent years, and this is a really good idea, I wish they would have done this back in the day, but after a Call of Duty game gets out of date and after the player base starts to plummet quite a bit, what they do is they take some of the lesser popular game modes like Kill Confirmed and Hardpoint, and they bundle them together with more popular modes like Domination to make it so people can still play those modes, right? Back in the day, if you were a Sabotage fan, for example, in Call of Duty 4, it was virtually impossible, say back in 2008/2009, to find a Sabotage lobby, or if you did find one, it was one lobby, like one total lobby with maybe 8 people total playing in it. It was really bad, right? Well, these days, those less popular modes are thrown together with more popular modes into a mosh pit so you can play them and actually have a decent player base. But the problem is, here in World War II, pretty much every one of my matches are either 3v3 or 4v4, and it's not because the game is completely dead. There are still lots of people that play this game. The problem is, I have the DLC installed, right? I wanted to make this video here today because World War II is the latest in a long line of examples of where Call of Duty DLC just is not worth it and has not been worth it for a very long time. Now, everybody knows that once a game is out of its prime, you basically have to uninstall the DLC if you want to find lobbies, right? We all know that. It's kind of a standard here in the Call of Duty franchise, but have you ever stopped to think about how asinine that really is? Like, the idea that we pay $50 for a season pass, but the maps are spaced out throughout an entire year and usually locked behind a special mosh pit playlist before finally being added to the regular map rotation, and then once the new game comes out, we have to basically uninstall all of that DLC that we paid for because it gets in the way of letting us actually play the multiplayer, right? Think about that for a second. Like, we're paying $50 for content that we can barely play. I mean, DLC 1 and DLC 2, sure, we play those quite a bit, but DLC 3 and DLC 4, those are released so late in the year or in the game's life cycle that by the time they're actually added to the regular map rotation, there are so many maps in the game that you can barely play them, and then the new Call of Duty game comes out and you basically forget about them, right? So you're paying $50 for content that you can barely play, and then once that year is up, you have to uninstall your $50 worth of content if you want to continue to actually be able to play that game. It really makes no sense whatsoever. When you get right down to it, it's a really bad system. We know it's a bad system. We talked about it for years, but I think World War II is a great example of why so many people are completely done with the idea of a season pass here in the Call of Duty franchise. I know I am. I told you guys in a video a couple weeks ago that until we see change from the top down from Activision when it comes to how they treat their consumers, I am completely done with season passes and microtransactions here in the Call of Duty franchise. I'm just done with it, man. I'm so freaking tired of year in and year out having to deal with this kind of thing. It just really isn't worth it, which sucks because a lot of the time there are some really good DLC maps that really do make the game better, but the business model behind those maps and how they're released and how they're handled, it really goes against the best interests of the consumer. And again, World War II is a great example of that. Still though, I have to say, I'm having a lot of fun going back to play this game. Like, I'm still playing Black Ops 4. Yesterday, I basically split all my time playing the World War II multiplayer, doing my contracts and orders and stuff like that, and then going to play Blackout to level up in that a little bit. But man, it's fun going back to this game. It's such a different experience, right? Now that I have all the DLC uninstalled, I'm having a much easier time finding lobbies, and my freaking goodness, it is fun to play this game. I enjoy the Black Ops 4 experience. I like the long time to kill. I even enjoy the specialist quite a bit, but when you go back to play this game, it's weird to say that it's an old game because it came out last year, but this has the same feeling as the old school Call of Duty games, right? At least in my opinion. The movement is really slow and clunky. The guns are somewhere in between Black Ops 4 and like Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, they don't melt people like they do in Modern Warfare Remastered, but they don't take forever to kill like they do in Black Ops 4. It's somewhere in between. You have the really old iconic weapons. The maps are set in really interesting locations. It's a really fun experience, and I highly recommend going back and playing it, especially for those of you who gave up on the game a few months after it came out. It's no secret that Call of Duty World War II was a super polarizing game, and at launch, it was really rough around the edges. It was not ready to be released. It only had 9 standard multiplayer maps. The Division system was all over the place, but Sledgehammer Games basically revamped the entire multiplayer based on community feedback. The Division system is completely different. The basic trainings are different. A lot of the weapons are different. It's a lot of fun to go back and experience, and if you're one of those people who gave up on World War II just a couple of months after it came out, I really think you're missing out. You should go back and try playing this game because you may actually really enjoy the experience, and I know for a fact that I am. I'm really enjoying going back to play. Not to say the Black Ops 4 is bad. I'm still playing both games right now, but I'm enjoying going back and trying to prepare for the new weapons. Roughly 10 new guns are going to be added at some point this spring, and it's actually a lot of fun playing World War II because I feel like I'm actually working towards something, right? Saving up the armory credits and doing my contracts and everything for my supply drops every single day. That's kind of fun knowing that new weapons are on the way, and I'm going to be able to get those weapons as soon as they come out because of the playtime that I'm putting in right now. So, if nothing else, it's a nice change of pace from the Black Ops 4 multiplayer, and it gives you something to do while you wait for the next update for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. But again, the real focus of this video, to go full circle here, is just how bad the map pack and season pass model is for the Call of Duty consumer. It's been bad for a very long time. This is not exactly news, but World War II is a great example of how bad the system is, and it's crazy to think that here in 2019, we are still experiencing the same problems when it comes to DLC that we experienced back in 2008. Virtually nothing has changed in over a decade, and I really hope that when Infinity Ward officially announces Modern Warfare 4, or whatever game they're working on, I'm really hoping it comes with the news that they're completely revamping the DLC system. But knowing Activision, that's probably not going to happen, but as always, I will keep you guys posted with more details as they become available, and who knows, maybe Modern Warfare 4 is going to be revealed relatively soon. It seems like it's way too early, but remember that last year, Black Ops 4 was officially revealed on March 8th. This video is going up on March 6th, so it's entirely possible that in the relatively near future, we're going to get an official announcement for Infinity Ward's next game, and once again, I will keep you guys posted with more details as they become available. But until then, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop me a rating, and let me know down there in the comments, have you gone back to World War II recently? And if you have, what do you think of the game so far? Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.